Hi and welcome to Coffee with My Sunshine. Today I'm going to be working on a couple fall craft projects, so if you're interested, please keep watching. For this first one, you're going to need this 3-tier wooden cutout pumpkin hanger, and I got this at Joann Fabrics. It was a great deal. You're also going to need some type of word or phrase. These are from the Dollar Tree. They also have some really cute ones at Hobby Lobby, but mine was out. Some craft paper of your choosing, and a glue gun, Mod Podge, scissors, and a pencil. To start, you're just going to take the 3-tiered pumpkin, and this thing is pretty big. And then your scrap paper. These are the ones I chose. I thought they were so pretty. They have so many choices at Joann Fabrics. I know they do at Hobby Lobby as well, and I believe Michael's. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to start with this really pretty marbled one. And all you want to do is just trace each tier of the pumpkin, but you want to make sure, see where it kind of bubbles here where it looks like the bottom of the pumpkin. You want to make sure you give room at the bottom of your tracing. The first one I did over there, I don't know if you can see it, I didn't leave room. So you just want to make them look like they're stacked on top of each other. So then I did that for the other 2 pieces of scrap paper. Then when you're done with it, you just want to cut the outline of the pumpkin out, and then to cut those little pieces out in the center, I used my X-Acto, and I first did it on this foam board. And I'm not very good at using X-Actos. I can never get like a good straight smooth line. It's always kind of choppy. So after I did it this way, it was a little bit harder than I thought it would be. So I just put the wood pumpkin piece over the paper again, exactly where I had traced, like here, and then I took the X-Acto and cut it that way. It just seemed to work. That way I had more of a guide, I guess. I don't know. Whichever way works best for you. And then after I got the basic shape cut out, I layered the scrapbook paper on top of each other as it would be on the pumpkins. And then I traced the bottom of each pumpkin onto the other one so that I could cut it out and it didn't look like it was layered. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to see the line of the paper underneath the other pumpkins, if that makes sense. I don't know. You'll see what I mean. Then I just took my Mod Podge and layered it onto the pumpkin. And there's so many tricks you can use here to make it easier. You can spray your paper lightly with water so that it's easier, and you can move it around a little bit longer to get it into place. And then you want to do that with each layer. And then make sure you press out all the bubbles and all the excess Mod Podge and let it dry. I let mine dry overnight, and then I took a block and some sandpaper and sanded off the edges where it kind of hung over. Because I'm not good with the X-Acto, the sandpaper works a lot better for me and I get a cleaner edge. Then, kind of last minute decision, I took some of this, these sprigs or greenery from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to add them to the bottom just for a little bit of something. So I just cut them apart and then wrapped the bottoms with twine to hold it together. I wanted to take these pine cones and add them to the bottom, but as you will see in my final result video, I forgot to do that. So just picture it with some pine cones. So then I took the welcome sign and I went ahead and hot glued it onto the middle one and then painted the stem of the pumpkin, and I think it is adorable. But like I said, picture some pine cones at the bottom there because that's what I'm going to add, but I didn't realize that I forgot to do that until I was taking pictures of it. So this is probably one of my favorites. It's kind of simple and plain, but I like it that way because I like to put fall plants on the outside, like in our on our front porch. So I didn't want it to be like so much going on and like super busy. So let me know what you think of this one. For this next one, I am taking this Acorn from the Dollar Tree. You also need a hot glue gun and some pine cones and paint, which I didn't show you, but obviously you need paint. So when I got my Acorn home, I realized that it was really scruffy on one side and uneven, but I like it. I like it for this project. So I'm going to be using that side. And all I'm doing is taking some paint that I had mixed, and I didn't mix it very well because I wanted different kind of layers and just a, you know, an uneven look on the front. So I mixed brown, red, and like a yellowy color and just painted the Acorn really sloppy because I'm going to take a baby wet wipe and go over it and smear it in. I think it gives it a more natural look that way so you don't get the brush strokes. I think it looks kind of cool with all the unevenness on the front of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that on the top part because where we're putting the pine cones, you don't want to see that really light wood. So I'm going to do the top and then I'm going to flip it over and do the back and the sides just so it looks finished. Then I'm taking these cute little pine cones that I collected from my backyard because I like to use things that are more natural and also just reuse things so I don't have to buy more items and then eventually fill the landfill. So I'm just cutting them apart. I want them to be kind of thin because that's going to be our little topper for our acorn. So I just cut a whole bunch of those and I'm going to hot glue them on. So what kind of things do you guys like to use from like your yard or from outdoors in your projects? Because I don't know, I like bringing the outside in sometimes. Like I made this this branch hanger thing with mason jars that I thought was really cool. And it was just a branch from an olive tree that we'd cut down. But I don't know, I like that kind of thing. I like using like leaves and stuff like that too in my projects. But let me know, and let me know if there's anything you would like me to use from outdoors that hopefully I can find in my yard in a project. Just, I don't know, give me ideas. So then I'm taking this word harvest. This is from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, Joann Fabrics and Hobby Lobby, or no, just Hobby Lobby. I don't know about Joann Fabrics. Has some really cute wooden words. I think they're thankful, blessed, and grateful. But mine was out. They didn't have any when I went for them. So I'm just going to take this word harvest and I'm painting. I mixed gold and antique white together to make kind of like a lighter gold-ish. And I didn't like how it looked painted on, so I just took this sponge and sponged it on. It just gave it more of an even coat. And I love the color that turned out. I don't know if you can see the sparkly in it. And then I just hot glued it and put it onto the acorn. And I'm super happy with it. It's definitely different from the ones I've seen. So let me know what you guys think. And always, I really appreciate your video ideas. And if you're new here, I would like to say hi and welcome you to my YouTube family. I would love for you to join us and subscribe. If you're returning, you know I love all of you and I appreciate all your support that you give me, all your sweet comments. I don't always get to them. I read them all, but I don't always get the chance to respond. But just know that I love and appreciate you guys, and thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.